すぐ君に会いに行こう。余計なことなんて忘れた方がマシさ。これ以上しゃれてる時間はない。何がこの空へと聞きのだろう。だけど明日の予定もわからない。
Hey guys, Kai from Kaizo Takeon here, back with another video, and this is a long overdue video because I know I said this channel is dedicated to everything Digimon or anything Digimon that I can do. Even tried to post out some news of Digimon that there is out there, that I was trying to do a weekly roundup of Digimon news so that there's always content on the channel. Now this is a long overdue video, and this is actually my continuing thoughts on the English dub of Digimon Adventures Try. As you know, I have already done reviews of these films in their entirety in Japan from Crunchyroll in their episodic formats, but I review them as the one film because I watch them back to back so I get the full consistency of the film type show. But this time we're going to be taking a look at Digimon Adventures Try Determination. And I'm also going to be talking a little bit more about some of the new characters and some of the new voice actors in these roles and how much the voices have now grown into these characters and have now become more of like a older version of these characters and everything. There's one voice actress that I think has finally found her footing, and I will talk a little bit more about that afterwards once we take a look after we've taken a look at the packaging here of Digimon Adventures Try Part 2 Determination. So let's crack down to the review station, take a look at the packaging here, and then I'll continue on with my thoughts on Digimon Adventures Try Part 2. So here we have the packaging for Digimon Adventures Try Part 2. Unlike how I done it last time, where I used my original scans with the wheel.net and overlaid them on top of my video, I'm actually doing a proper review section here of the packaging. So as you can see, this is in its collector's sleeve. We have the collector's Blu-ray disc edition on the front, on the top as well. We have Chapter 2 Determination right here. The Digimon Adventures Try English logo, that's Toei translated, so that is Toei's doing. We've got promotional art that Toei released back in the day as well with Joe, Mimi, Gomamon and Palmon there. We have the Manga UK logo down in the bottom corner along with Toei and PG. Now on the side here we've got Blu-ray disc on the top along with Digimon Adventures Try number 2, same like info that we needed of the age rating, the creators and the distributors on the side. Now on the back it's all green. We have screenshots here on the sides, and like before, I don't like it on the angle. I don't know what made them having it on this angle, but I think it's to be with the aesthetics of the original, so that might be why. But it also says that time has passed since Alphamon appeared, and restorations have begun in Odaiba. When another infected Digimon, an Ogremon, appears and begins to wreak havoc on Odaiba, Mimi and Palmon spring into action, but in their haste to show the world that there are good Digimon, their battle brings about unforeseen consequences, and the adventure now evolves once again. So yeah, we've got the standard copyright information, we've got the special feature that is behind the scenes at the directing, the voice cast for Digimon Adventures Try. more jargon, barcode and whatnot. So we move this out of the way. Right here we have the second sleeve that is showable on the calendar. Yeah, it's a little bit darker here because of my lighting, but it's green. It's the promotional poster. Yet again, we've got Vikemon, we've got Imperial Digimon down the bottom there, we've got Joe, Rosamon on the top there, as in Destruction. We've got Digimon Avengers Try, Chapter 2 Determination, right in the corner there. Spine is the same as before. The back is pretty much an invert of what we saw in the thing, and it's the same description, but this time there's none of that, like, overlaid logos of the age rating and stuff like that, distracting. Then when we open it up, we have got the disc that continues on the green theme right here with Chapter 2, Determination, Avengers Try, and all that. Now, we've got the poster here, put that off to the side, and the poster is pretty much the theatrical posters that I think you got when seeing the movie in Japan, but translate into English, and I will zoom out for you as well. Yeah, just one of those. So we can now just close that up because it's pretty much been shown, and fold it back up. Next, I'll zoom back in again because we have now got 4 art cards to show off. So take out the art cards. They're in this little plastic sleeve because I've been keeping them in the sleeve for ages, and I'm not going to be taking them out until I get nice little frames to put them in. So we're going to take them out with their sleeves, put them there. So we've got a picture of Agumon, got a picture of Gabumon, Kaomon, and Biomon. So they're the 4 art cards this time around. It was really, really cool. So we can put these back. So that is pretty much the contents within the DVD, well, Blu-ray in this case. So let's now cut back with me in front, and we'll continue on with my thoughts video. Okay, so part 2 really did show a little bit more that I wanted it to see, and I'm really glad that it showed me what I wanted as well. Me watching it again now in its complete entirety with the English dub, I loved it a little bit more. It's questions. Now, I've already reviewed all 5 parts, and there's still questions unanswered up till coexistence. And those answers are going to be really considering how they're going to be bringing them up for part 6. Now, I want to talk more about the new voice actors for the characters like Vic Mignogna as Matt, Johnny Young Bosch as TK, and Tara Stans as Kari of the original characters from the original series with these new voice actors, and Robbie Damon as Joe. Well, first off, let me talk about Tara Strands. Tara Strands' voice for Kari has finally found its place. It's finally found its sitting, and it hasn't changed as frequently, like, without that, like, I wouldn't say lisp, but it's like that, like, grandmother type. I can't really explain, but Kari had that unique voice with the, like, old speech that echoed a little bit, or, like, crackled a little bit with the talking, and Tara Stans mimicked that perfectly now, and she has made this Kari's voice like an older version of what Laura J. Miller gave us again. So it was an extension to an older Kari, and it still had that and I understand that sometimes little bits of voice, you lose aspects of your voice when you grow up, and I think Tara Strands is doing that by showing that Kari's in the stage of her life where she's losing that, like, voice speech. If you remember that she had that unique voice, and she's getting to the age where her voice is starting to lose it, but it's still there in segments. And I think I've loved that part about it, because it just shows how much Kari has grown as a character, and how much it has become a little bit more of a promising. Now, I want to talk more about Vic Mignogna's Matt. It's a good choice. He's always been a good choice, and I think his Matt is starting to find its own footing as well, and it's really, really great to see. Johnny Young Bosch is yet again showing a much more cooler, much more older TK, even though Durga Rolt, I think, should have still voiced TK, but there might have been reasons why he probably was asked and was declined. But Johnny Young Bosch is doing a very great job of voicing the character, because this is technically, TK has had 3 voice actors and Johnny is doing a great job in the in the Try series of portraying a slightly older TK. Christine V as Meiko it's the character, because Meiko is a new character, so having Christina is really putting her all within the voice of giving her this character, this voice, and it really works well with the character. And I can't say much because I've just transitioned from the new voices from the new voices to a new character voice and everything. But going back to to Robbie Daymond, his voice of Joe literally has grown and has shown a bit more aesthetic, and shown that this is Joe is an older Joe, and you can tell that within the voice. And there's some hints now. He actually has made the character his own, but at the same time there is some hints of the original voice actor, him trying to mimic the original voice actor as well within that. Now, the rest of the story, we also had a returning character. We had a returning voice actor that was uncredited, and that is Paul St. Peters, back as Leomon. Only a cameo voice role, because he returned to voice the character that I think everybody wanted. And even Ogremon is the original voice actor as well of Ogremon as well. He came back to do the grunt, so to make it consistent that this Ogremon that we see in Determination was not just a random Ogremon. In the dub, they made it so that this was the original Ogremon that we saw in Season 1 that always fought with Leomon. And that suddenly vanished in 02. So, now, this really is the story did grow. We had a little bit more mystery uncovered, a little bit more mystery added to this, but I think the dub is doing it really well. Problem is, UK's first release of Reunion, we had Butterfly, that then transitioned to the horrible new dub theme. In some cases, Toei could have pulled a Pokemon Company where they could use the lyrics of the original Pokemon theme song, and did a Pokemon Company where they can use the original lyrics of the original Pokemon theme song and revamped it with new voices, with new singers, and do a modern take on it. They could have done the same with the Digimon theme. Not the Digimon rap that appeared in the movie, because that was just the Digimon theme, but with a rap section added onto it. And no, we don't want that theme. We wanted the original theme of Digimon Digital Monsters, Digimon Are the Champions, Digivolve in, because they could have made a new version of that, or even added a new lyric on it of going Ultimate or Mega into it, because all the Digitessens are digivolving into Megas now, so that you could do the lyrics like Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digimon Are the Champions, change into digital champions to save the digital world. Because there was like little behind background vocals and background lyrics of saying Digivolve into Ultimate. You can change that line into Digivolve into Mega, and then be alright. I wouldn't mind a modern take of the original theme of using the lyrics and using the singer they've got just to do that version. But the theme that they've used or made is not very good, not very nostalgic at all. They instantly could have just used the lyrics, paid a lyrics cover license where they could just cover the song. I think that's a little bit cheaper than getting the rights of the original song to it. I think it's cheaper to do a full-on cover and paying the rights to be able to do a cover and everything to do that. And Toei's a big animation company in Japan. They could have afforded to buy all the Digimon dub music if they wanted to, so they could have used the theme song. They could have even bought just the original theme song and remastered it for the series. But no, they didn't do that. So the dub thing is there, but everything else, all the insert music and everything is still the same. The end credits is 7, like in the Japanese. So the story, I've already talked about the story. I'm just giving my thoughts on the English dub, and the English dub is found its footing now because a lot of the original voice cast are still great. They still sound the same. Tom Farn as Agumon is still giving me nostalgia feels each time I see Agumon on screen, and Gomamon is just as well as giving me nostalgia feels of when I seen him on screen every time. This has been a late thoughts video, and this has been very late and very delayed, and I'm sorry about that. But this has been my thoughts on the English dub of Digimon Adventures Try. You can also click anywhere on this screen because I'm not doing a title card for this. So click the info card or one of these cards that pop here right now as I speak, and you can pick and go to and see my thoughts on Reunion or my English dub thoughts on Reunion. Or you can click here later on. I will probably have the video thoughts of the English dub of Digimon Adventures Try Part 3 Confession. So let's end it here, guys, and I'll see you next time. I'm your host, Kai from Kai's Take Corner, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See ya.